Mhm. Okay, here we need to start.
As you know, I'm an English teacher. If I hadn't become an English teacher, I would have continued being an actor. If I had been lucky, I might have been in a movie. These sentences are examples of the past unreal conditional. Let's take a look at them.
Okay, let's read, please.
We use the past unreal conditional to talk about past conditions and results that never happened. The if clause expresses the unreal condition. The result clause expresses the unreal result. If I had been more careful, we would have had the evidence. This means that Talia wasn't careful, and as a result, they don't have the evidence. We often use the past unreal conditional to express regrets about what happened in the past. If I hadn't messed it up, we'd have the recording now. In the example, Talia regrets that she messed up the recording.
Okay, great. Let's read number two, please.
The verb in the if clause is in the past perfect. If you hadn't done such a good job, we'd never have known the truth. We form the verb in the result clause with would have plus the past participle. If you hadn't done such as a good job, we'd never have known the truth. Notice that in conversation, we often use the contractions the for would and wouldn't for would not. We also use the contraction the for had and hadn't for had not.
Great. Okay, so here, past and real, we talk about past conditions and results that never happen. Okay, so let me give you more examples here. If I had run faster, I would have run track. I would have run track. Or I don't know, escape. I would have traveled to Japan in college if I could have afforded. Uh, if I had only been more careful, I wouldn't have scratched your car. Okay, so in the past and real conditional, we talk about things in the past that never happened. The if clause expresses the unreal conditional. Here, if I had only been more careful, that's unreal because you weren't careful. And the result clause expresses the unreal result. I wouldn't have scratched your car. This is unreal because you did scratch the car. Okay, so we do this to express regret about things that happened in the past. Okay, I don't know if you have any questions here.
Uh, it's in past perfect. No.
Yes.
Oh,
Yes,
yes?
this is past perfect and this is would in the past, right? Would have.
Okay.
Yes,
And
both of them.
the first part, the if clause, is what is the truth.
It's a conditional. It's like the unreal condition. What was the
Okay.
condition? If I had only been more careful, that didn't happen. I wasn't careful. Like
Okay.
here, this is the same. If I had been more careful, it's the same. I wasn't careful. We wouldn't have had the evidence. We would have had the evidence. So we don't have the evidence right now because we weren't careful. But if I had been more careful, we would have had the evidence. I don't
Okay.
know if you understand that part.
It's okay, mister.
Okay, great. Let's move on to number 2. The verb in the if clause is in the past perfect. If you hadn't done such a good job, we'd never have known the truth. So here, the if clause here is in the past perfect. If you hadn't done such a good job, so this means that you did a good job, right? We never have known the truth. So if you didn't do a good job, or you hadn't done a good job, we never known have known the truth. Okay, so in the if clause we use the past perfect, and in the result clause we use would have plus the past participle. Okay, so notice that in the conversation we often use the contraction instead of or would or wouldn't, and wouldn't or would not. We also use the contraction for had and hadn't for had not. Okay, so we use contractions here. Like let me give you another example here. Okay, so let's say something. What do you regret in your life? Can you please tell me a regret like you didn't do something, you didn't achieve something?
Mm, if
What would it be?
okay, if I didn't, no, if I hadn't done my homework, I I would,
What would you?
or I wouldn't get great notes, a great note.
Wouldn't. have gotten
have gotten.
a good mark, I guess. Yes. If I hadn't done my homework, I wouldn't have gotten a good mark.
Okay. In
Okay, so that's great.
it's always would have plus the past participle.
Yes. In this case, yes, because we're talking about the past. In this case, that like in the past, you got a good mark.
Okay.
Right? So that's in the past.
Okay, mister.
Okay, any other question?
And no, mister.
Okay, let's move on. Good grade we can see here. Let's read number 3 and 4, please.
We can also use the models could, should, or might in the result class. If Talia had had more time, she might have remembered to check the buttons. If she had checked the buttons, she could prevented her mistake. We often use the contractions could, should, or might in conversations. The if clause can come at the beginning or the end of the sentence. The meaning is the same. Notice that in writing we use a comma after the if clause when it comes first. If I had been more careful, we would had the evidence, or we would had the evidence if I had been more careful.
Great. So we could also use the models could, should, or might in the result clause as I did it before. If Talia had had more time, she might have remembered to check the bottoms, or if she had checked the bottoms, she could have prevented her mistake. So each contraction could have, should have, and might have. Can you please give me an example with could have?
And could replaces the word would.
Yes, it does.
Okay. If I had gone to classes, I could, and it's the same with past participle.
Yes, could have.
I could have learned more and learn it.
Yes. Could have learned more. If I had gone to classes, yes. Could have learned more. It's a great example. But if I had gone to class, not classes.
Okay.
If I had gone to class, I could have learned more. Yes, it's okay. Yeah, so you could have used like might and should like that. Well, I don't know. If I had applied for that scholarship, I might have won it. Something like that.
Okay.
Okay, any questions with number 3?
Mm, yes, mister. If I use the contraction in the if clause, I can use the contraction in the result clause
Yes, of
in
course.
in both at the same time.
Yes, of course.
Okay.
You could use both. If I'd gone to classes, I could have learned more. You're talking about that, right?
Yes, yes.
Okay, any other question? Number 3?
No, mister.
Okay. Number 4, if the if clause can come at the beginning or at the end of the sentence, the if clause can come at the beginning or the end of the sentence. This mean the meaning is the same. Notice that in writing, we use comma after the if clause when it comes first. So if you use the if clause at the beginning, you need to place a comma here. But if you use the if clause at the end, you don't need to place a comma here. Okay, so that's the difference. In the first one, you need a comma. In the second one, you don't need a comma. Okay, so let me try to do this. Okay, so which of these sentences needs a comma? This one, this one, or both?
The first one,
Where?
because the if clause is
No,
it's at the
where?
beginning.
Where? Not why. Where?
Oh, okay. Uh, After time.
Okay. The second one, do you need a comma here?
No.
In this one, do you need a comma?
Yes. In after buttons.
Okay. In the last one, do you need a comma?
No.
Okay, great. I think you understand number 4. Is there any other question?
No, mister.
Okay, great. Pass a real condition. Okay, we're going to be supposed to.
Hello again. How has your day been? I was almost late today. My colleague was supposed to meet me at 10, but she didn't come until 10:15. Well, thankfully I wasn't late after all. Today, we're supposed to study the expression be supposed to. Let's take a look at it.
Okay, let's read, please.
We use the expression be supposed to express expectations, feelings, or beliefs about how something should be or how someone should behave. I'm supposed to be a professional. Talia means that people expect her to act in a professional way. The movie is supposed to start at 5. This means that according to the schedule, the movie should start at 5:05. Valentino's is supposed to be a great restaurant. This means that people say Valentino's is great. Mister, what does mean
Yes.
believes?
Beliefs
It's
is
like
like when you.
creencia?
Yes, that'll be the answer.
Oh, okay.
That's right. Any other question here about vocabulary, maybe?
No, mister.
Okay, so let's read number 2 also.
We use be supposed to in the simple present to express present or future expectations. John is supposed to be in the office now. He isn't supposed to be in the office tomorrow.
Great. Okay, so here we use like be supposed to, right? To express expectation. I'm supposed to be a professional. That means that people expect her to act in a professional way. The movie is supposed to start at 5. Valentina is supposed to be a great restaurant. So here, like you're expressing that something is supposed to happen. I don't know. Uh, this match is supposed to be exciting. Or this club is supposed to be full by midnight. Okay, so you're trying to express something that should happen. I think it's pretty easy. I don't know if you've got any questions here.
No, mister.
Okay, let's number 2. We use be supposed to in simple present to express present and future expectations. Okay, so here John is supposed to be in the office now. So that is like a present expectation. And he isn't supposed to be in the office tomorrow. That's a future expectation. So in both cases, we use the simple present, right? So when I said like the example, this match is supposed to be exciting. This could be a match that will happen in the future, right? Probably didn't start it. Okay, so that's one possibility. I don't know. I am supposed to be. What did you study? What is your profession, or what are you studying right now?
Business engineer.
Okay, I'm supposed to be a business, or I'm supposed uh, to be a business engineer, I guess. Engineer. That's what you're supposed to be. Have you finished your
No,
career?
mister. I'm in the third year.
You're okay. So you're supposed to be a business engineer. Let's say that, or uh, yes, or I don't know. I am supposed to be a doctor. Right? That's in the future. So it expresses both future and present expectation. I don't know if you
Okay.
have any questions.
Eh, ¿Puede mostrar el número 1 otra vez, por favor, mister?
Yes, of course.
So- mm, en el número 2 dice que está en presente simple y para presentar presente o futuro, pero siempre está en presente simple, ¿no?
Yes, it's always written in simple present, but it expresses present or future expectations.
Ok,
So even though it's written in simple present, it expresses things from the present or the future.
ok, mister.
You don't write like John will be supposed to. You only say John is supposed to, even though you're trying to say something about the future.
Oh, ok. It's clear now, mister.
Okay, let's move on then to number 3 and 4. Let's read, please.
We use be supposed to in the simple past. We use be supposed to in the simple past to express past expectations. Nick was supposed to arrive at 7. Talia was supposed to press both buttons, but she didn't. We were supposed to be celebrating tonight. Notice that we often use was or were supposed to talk about an event that didn't happen as planned. To express expectations, we use a form of be plus supposed to plus the base form of the verb. I know uh, we are supposed to be celebrating.
Okay, great. So we use be supposed to in simple past to express past expectation. Okay, so Nick was supposed to arrive at 7. That means that we expected that in the past, right? Nick was supposed to press both buttons, but she didn't. Uh, and we were supposed to be celebrating tonight. So those were expectations from the past. Okay, like I don't know. Did you plan on studying a different career?
Yes,
What?
can I say agronomía? Agronomy?
Agronomía?
Yes. I want to
Agronomía?
be, yes, I wanted
Agronomy.
to be, sí, ingeniero agrónomo.
Okay. Okay, so I was supposed to be an agricultural engineer. I think it's agricultural engineer. I think that. I'm not sure though, but I guess it's agricultural engineer. I was supposed to be, this was your past expectation, right? It's in the past. Right now, you're not. You will not be an agricultural engineer, right? So that expresses past expectation, something that you believed it was supposed to happen, that didn't happen, right?
Okay. The difference with to express future or present, it's the time of the verb be.
Yes, yes, of course. The time of the verb be would be in simple past in this
Okay.
case. Yeah.
But the mm, the verb it's in the base form always.
Yes.
Okay, mister.
Okay, so let's move on to number 4. Can you please read? Oh, you already read it, right? Yes, so let's do this. So to express expectation, we use be plus supposed to plus the base form of the verb. I know we're supposed to be celebrating. Okay, so that's something very important. So here, we are supposed to be celebrating is like we need to use the base form, and that's something that we've seen here. I was supposed to be an agricultural engineer. This is in the base form. Okay.
Okay, mister.
I don't know if there's any question with number 4.
In number 4, the verb is to be.
Yes.
Okay. It's so clear, mister.
Okay, so let's do something. So I'm gonna assign you these for now, okay? Because we're like ahead of schedule, so I'm gonna assign these for now so that you do this, and I'm gonna wait if you have any questions, okay?
Okay, mister. Mister,
Yes,
¿ya asignó la tarea?
yes, I did. Didn't
Mm,
you get it?
no, mister.
Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, I signed this. Mm. Mm. Okay, so it's this, right? Let me take this. Yes, right now. Let's assign.
Mister, I finish. Mister,
Okay, so okay, so you finished. Let's
yes,
see the
but
result. What did you do?
oh, I think the time passed. Yes, I just do one of the supposed to.
Okay, we're gonna review next class. Okay, so let's do this poll and then we can leave. Okay,
Okay, Mister.
I'm gonna see you on Monday.